Nope, still haven't repaired the tripod leg, so I'm just putting things on an angle here. I woke up at 8 o'clock, it's 8:33. Yesterday I went to sit in on the CPR class that I'm supposed to get certified for. So at least I have an idea how they teach it. And I tend to do this, I catastrophize things, obviously. But I know I have to kind of see it to believe it. So the way she was teaching it, this was an older lady, with an attitude that it just, but anyways. It's not that complicated to do my lesson plan. Whereas when I took the instructor course, it just made it seem so complicated, you know? So that caused a lot of stress in me and my perfectionism, and I couldn't get things done. Anyways, my goal is to get that done. I couldn't do anything yesterday when I got home. I got home early because I just had to sit in for half the day. And it was hard to get to sleep yesterday because I had to do my night routine, and I had to doze off to get energy, and I had to force myself to do it. And of course, when I wake up, I woke up naturally. So I'm trying to get myself out to go to the gym. And that's it. Tired, but I'm not exhausted. Have to follow up on the place that let me go, if I can get into ergotherapy. I didn't leave a message when I called yesterday. The guy never called me back, of course not. So I have to call, and I'll probably leave a message this time. On a good note, so I even have to go online to see if I can get cheaper, if it's worth it ordering it online. But on a good note, leading to that, online stuff, I spent a day or two, calling. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom again from what I ate yesterday. When you eat a lot of beans, it really gets to you. But anyways, I'm gonna do it after. So on an online note, I spent a few days trying to see what was going on with the fraudulent activity on my credit card in April. I had to take care of that. Well, I took care of that immediately. They gave me a new credit card and all that stuff. But a few days later, I got an email from PayPal, which looked like PayPal, stating that they can't. I have to talk with my bank institution. It didn't seem like it, that they couldn't finish the claim. That my bank was claiming it, but anyways, so I finally called the bank, and the first time I called, I didn't read the email right, but it was something that I should just look into, and I said, okay, I'll look into that and I'll call you back. Look into I don't even remember. It was something trivial that I didn't think of, and they're like, oh, maybe it's that. I'll go check it out. And then I read the email and it's like, no, no, no. So I called them again. And then it came to the conclusion that maybe it's a fraudulent email. Maybe I should contact PayPal or go on the site and see what's going on. Because I never did that. Because technically I was not charged on my credit card anymore. But of course I changed the credit card. But the payment got removed from my bank account, or got put back in, or whatever, I don't know. So I went onto the website, my account, I think it's my account, because sometimes I don't know if I have it at .com or .ca or... I should check the .ca. I don't think I have a .ca. But anyways, there was nothing. Oh no, it was the same account because they were taking off money for Google. And they kept taking off money for Google, which I'm aware of. It's like $3.21 that they take off because I have additional storage on my email because I have too many attachments from when I had my businesses, and that takes up a lot of space, so I had to do that about a year or so ago. So I'm aware of that. So they take it off. Oh, they take it off from my bank account as opposed to credit card. But anyways, I couldn't find any disputed transactions, resolution center. So I'm like thinking maybe it's fraudulent activity. So I mean, in the sense that maybe it's fraudulent, it was a fraudulent email, it was all bullshit. So I stopped. I was like satisfied. I was like, okay, there's nothing there. The emails looked legit, but then I read the email more and it just said, check with your financial institution. I'm like, okay, well, everything seemed okay. So now I'm like thinking, is it .ca or .com? No, it's fine. I gotta go to the next step. See, some paranoia is setting in. Anyways, gotta go to the next step. Can't keep dwelling on the last step. It's okay. I noticed that when I'm shit, like yesterday I was shit. No. Yesterday I didn't shoot anything because I went to the, I had to get going to the CPR class. But the day before when I was really shit, I wasn't as bad at nighttime. Obviously it's a sleep thing. And then you feel better later on. I was too tired yesterday to hand in my hair. I wanted to. But then I'd have to wake up and rinse it off today, and so I figured I'd take an extra day off. Do that tonight. Even though I did wash my hair, I will wash it again. It's fine. My hair appears to be growing. I never noticed it till like months later. It's been like 7 months since I trimmed. Even though the back, it's just like this much is like tapered to nothing, but that's how my hair grows. So obviously the bulk of my hair is not going to grow. It might not even grow to that length. So I gotta gotta accept that. You never see it because it's always up like this. That's how I keep it out of sight, out of mind. I can't control how it's going to look. I see it looking when it's wet down and it goes to here. But there's not much down there, but if I were to trim it on one level, it would be to here. And I don't want that. So, something simple like that here allows me to keep control of reality for me, in the sense that not to do anything impulsive, just to accept the way things are. I may see other people with similar situations that motivate me to keep going, or I'll see people with better situations, hair situations, and then I get trying to not get discouraged. All that stuff. Hair and gym are what keep me grounded in terms of a reality, and try to apply that to everything else I'm having problems with, so I could see reality clearer. Speaking of that, I had chips and pop again yesterday. I only had one bag of chips and one bag of bottle of Fanta, because after the CPR course, I didn't finish all my food, so and of course was weak and wanted to treat myself and was hungry and knew I would just kind of not have anything to do today except my gym. So I went and purchased that. It was $9 and something. So if I buy 2 bags of chips, it's like $11 and something from the less expensive store. So I get an idea how much the bag of chips are, unless they were on special. When you're in that phase of just picking up that shit, you don't look at this. I don't look at the specials. I don't even look at the price. So, yeah. Before that, I went to the grocery store. I was trying to get some groceries, and then all I ended up getting was like, those flatbed pizzas with the tomato sauce on it only, that you're supposed to add stuff to, but I just took that and I was eating that. So I went a little out of control, but I'm aware of it. My goal was not to stop all that frivolous spending and eating, and my goal is to not let it get too out of control. So when I got to the chips after that, I could only buy 1 bag and I couldn't buy 2. I'm on my last pill of PrEP. That means I won't be buying any PrEP, so that means I won't be going for any sex, whatever, That's I don't even have any interest right now, which is weird. I ordered acne cream. I have to watch that. Maybe we'll go to Walmart and get some more of this, the bum cream. Yes, I use that because it keeps keeps my asshole from getting irritated. If I go to the bathroom a lot or sweat, I have to keep a barrier there. I only figured this out just this year. After years of always trying to get cortisone cream to kind of stop the irritation, and I didn't know how to do it. So now I have it under much better control. Working as a orderly, changing everyone's diapers all the time, they're all going through the same problems. You know, when you have wetness down there, it develops and things, you know. And some of them have like where you put cream on after you change them. Whether they do it or not, that's another story. But I do it. And I like this brand, even though it smells a little minty. I like it better than the Walmart cheap brand. So I might go buy that. Might go buy some of this, which is like shampoo on beard wash with color. So I'm experimenting with that as this grows in to mute the color. And this is the hardest thing to get. So I've started using this again every 2 days. Because we can't get tretinoin here, and we can't get Differin over the counter here. So I have to look online for a place to get it. Now I got my minoxidil, which I get from people who are selling it. I can't, because there's no store you can get it at. They don't sell it to Costco here. I haven't found this yet. Now I have to make an effort. So these are my goals. These two things I can get at Walmart. No worries. If I feel like it, I might go to Walmart. This I have to make an effort to do. And I haven't used this for close to a year because I couldn't do it. So I had to, and then my financial situation was like, okay, I can't splurge on that, but at least I have the acne cream. That's the minimum to keep my skin. So there's that. If I look at all these things that I'm doing, it's why I'm overwhelmed. I'm always overwhelmed. I even spoke to this CPR instructor yesterday because she's a case, and I mentioned my case. We were talking about working as orderly. She did that too, and she quit. She has a short fuse, which makes me feel uncomfortable, but I didn't tell her off. But that's her personality. As long as I keep her at a distance, it's fine. But I don't know. Well, anyways, I can't put words to it. She realizes she has a personality, but she was telling me that I'm going to lose the bursary for the money. I'm going to have to give the money back for that bursary or grant or whatever you want to call it for the orderly course. But then when she finally realized that it was like, okay, they closed my record, so they're not gonna, like they did, I didn't quit, so I won't have to give the money back. That's what she said. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of what I was aware of. Like, it was kind of weird in the class because she will argue. So I just kind of like, it was doing with everyone. She kicked someone out. I don't know, it was just, it makes the class very uncomfortable, but that's her personality. I guess in essence she's a nice person. It's just that personality is very difficult to deal with. And I mentioned her about the reason I was having problems at work is because of all these personalities. And it's including hers, you know. But I didn't blame her. I just can't deal with those confrontational personalities at my workplace. I don't want to because it makes me stressed, and it's either I'm going to keep it inside and not know how to deal with it, but eventually I'm going to blow up and like hurt someone, you know. So it's about keeping everything in control, not be locked up like a dog with people who are just like dogs, you know. That's my personality. I seem nice, but keep pushing me and you're gonna get hurt. if I can't get out. That was my life growing up, you know. Oh, hello. That was my life growing up, being physically abused for so long. And I couldn't see myself out. Eventually, I became very abusive. And I started working out, and it was just a means of defending myself. So, I'm starting to get a little anxious right now. So, that's it. I'm getting jittery right now, so I'm gonna turn on the laptop, which is another thing I have to look for because it's been so long that I've had that laptop. I have to make sure I have another one. I have one for teaching my CPR. You have to plan. When it's technology, you have to plan. You can't just buy something spontaneously because then you end up making bad decisions and spending too much money. Right now, what I'm going to do is turn on the laptop, YouTube, let something play. I'm going to take my bullet journal and keep it open for when the ideas start flowing in and just structure my day a bit. I have some of it structured already, what I'm going to be doing. So I know I have to call 4 people maybe, and you start with 1. I have to go on to the other CPR website to see if I'm meeting the standards of recertifying. And then I have to do my lesson plan for the other association for CPR to get that moving. Person left. I have to, underneath here, I'm going to write what I'm going to do for exercises at the gym. So when I get there, I will know what to do. And then take it from there. I'm still doing these psychiatry questionnaires every day. Did the 4th one yesterday. The fact that I set it up on my phone to remind me, that helps because I keep forgetting. I just take it on my Google Calendar and I just transfer the date to the next one, so then it comes up when I open my phone. I see it in my as a notification, so that helps me. And it always seems to be around 5 o'clock that I do it, and they seem okay with that because initially they said it's supposed to be between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Well, no, that my day ends at 5, regardless of what time I go to bed. So take it or leave it. Even though I say I wake up at 3, I woke up at 4 yesterday. No, 5. I don't need to explain that shit to them. So I'm dealing with a lot of fires. Why did that come up in my mind? Like Brian John, like people who run these big tech companies, they say it's always about putting out fires. That's kind of what my life is like. Putting out fires. That's so appropriate. I trimmed the beard yesterday. I wanted to trim these hairs back here. Maybe I could do it dry. I don't need to necessarily... I haven't done this in several months. These hairs. And these on will not help. So you see how I get very distracted? Didn't I just say a minute ago that I'm going to go turn on the laptop and do the write out my exercises that I'm going to do at the gym, and now I just kind of stopped, and I'm doing this. This is something I've been wanting to do for several months, and I'm like, okay, it's time to do it now because I feel like it. That's how I operate. We'll stop mid action and take care of something else. especially if I feel like it. I'll do just one side. I'll do the other side another time. Because I forgot I can do it this way. Because it's so many, I let so much time go by before doing this that I forget that I could just take it dry. The hairs are not coarse. It doesn't irritate me to the point of like a beard. The beard is complicated. Takes longer. You have to soften it. You have to oil the face so that and keep it lubricated so that everything glides, so I don't get skin irritation. And the hairs are the shaved hairs are sticking to my neck. It's fine. It will do. Then there's the other side, which I will do tomorrow. I do my beard and my hair and everything in like small parts, so I can focus on them. They're like micro parts. My whole life is like in micro parts. You know, when I have to do my lesson plan, it's just writing on the lesson plan what I'm going to do, and then the next step will be detailing that on another page. Like everything has to be a micro plan for me, especially things which seem difficult and monotonous and repetitive. You know. Should I put a bit of oil? Oil and lotion? I'll just put a bit of oil. Let that dry off a bit. Just some canola oil from the Walmart, which I use on my face now, instead of having to order jojoba oil from acne.org, which is expensive. Canola oil sticker. The acne, well, I have a pimple there, but it's not crazy breakouts, so I'm like, okay. It's accessible. Like, I need things to be accessible. This is the problem with the different, is that it's not accessible, so it becomes overwhelming that I have to find a way to order it. And each time I have to order it, I can't go to a specific site, so I have to do a new search all the time. And I can't drop a whole lot of money because I have to test it. You know? So that causes a lot of stress. With the minoxidil, at least I know, okay, I got some sort of routine or protocol, as Brian says, that I go onto Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, Craigslist, all that stuff to find someone who's selling it. Facebook Marketplace seems to be the one where I can find people. At least that's a constant. So okay, so it's like checking your bank account every day and see if there's movement in it or whatever, or your stocks or whatever. All right, I'm gonna stop this. Red, but that's okay. All right.